Can you guys say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Deuce, look. Here, you want this? Hi, everybody. Hey, everyone. I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of July, 2021, and this is video 69. Welcome back, everyone. Hello to all my new subscribers. I'm glad to have you here. Today we're going to talk about cross stitching, a little bit of quilting, a little bit of punch needle, and a little bit of crochet, but my videos almost always have cross stitch in it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have some news to tell you about. I have questions people have asked. New releases are going to be shown at the end of the video, and progress of some things that I've been working on I'll also include in the video. So first of all, before anything else, I want to say a thank you to all of you that have bought me a coffee. That's the link down in my notes below where you can donate to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. It always goes back to you, the viewers, in forms of giveaways, in forms of shipping costs. If you win a giveaway on my channel, you never pay for shipping. So I want to thank everyone that has donated. The link is down below in the notes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We have giveaways for this video coming up. I have giveaway winners from the last video. So stay tuned, it's going to be fun. Let's talk about some news in the cross stitch world and punch needle world. Needlework Expo. You probably heard a little bit about it on some of your websites, on some of your social media sites. It's coming. It is a virtual wholesale trade show. It's for designers, it's for shops, needlework shops, to get us, the buyers, beautiful new threads that are coming out, beautiful charts, fabric colors, new colors that might be coming out. So stay tuned. A lot of stuff is coming out at the end of August at the Needlework Show. So what it is, it's virtual. It's not it's not for me to buy. What you're going to do, if you happen to see a new chart shown on my channel or social media, my Facebook group, if you see anything you like, contact your needlework shop that you like to buy from and tell them, I'm interested in this chart. Can you get it? And that's where you're going to get the supply, the new supplies you see coming out. I am able to show a couple of Expo new releases that are coming out at the end of August from a few designers. The only way I'm going to show it is if it's shareable from the designer themselves. If it's shareable, then I can show it. Otherwise, I don't want to ruin the Expo's photos and post things that's not really shareable yet. So you can follow along if you have Instagram. They are Needlework _ that little line Expo, and on Facebook Needlework Expo 2021. So it's a lot of fun to kind of follow and see what the new things are that's coming out. As they're released, I will post them in my group. My Facebook group is Stitching Space and then number 911, and you're more than welcome to join. I will show as many new releases as I can, and like I said, there are a few coming out already. So let's talk about punch needle for just a second. Vonna Pfeiffer, as you guys know, the Twisted Stitcher on Instagram, blogs. She has a wonderful blog. She's on YouTube as Vonna Pfeiffer. She has wonderful tutorials, as you guys already know, on finishing. How do you finish your cross stitch into something pretty, like a pillow or a flat fold or drums, what else? Strawberries. She's got great tutorials. And she's doing a free punch needle class. Now, this is the second one she's done. Her first one came out, I believe it was in May. I actually just got done watching those videos, even though I know how to punch needle. I have finished 3 punch needles that I just enjoyed so much. But I wanted a little bit of a refresher. I wanted maybe someone to just go over the basics again. And it really helps. Even if you know how to punch needle, it's fun to watch someone new. I learned at Needlework Galleria. Now, people have asked, what is Needlework Galleria? Galleria is for everybody. It's for us. It's for me. It's for you. It's for everybody. It's in St. Charles, Missouri. It will be in September, around the 20th or 21st maybe. But look it up online. Just Google Needlework Galleria and you should find the website. I'll try and remember to link it below. But anyway, I'm going for sure. I'll be there, and some other Flosstubers will be there. Designers. Some are coming, I believe 3 of them or 4 of them are coming from Italy, if they're still able to get here because of the regulations and stuff. They'll be here. Last time there was Kathy Haberman from Hands on Design, Coloring Cotton. It's a 3-story hotel where you have a whole entire floor dedicated to shops. The designer has turned their shop into a cross-stitch store. So you get to walk around 3 floors of at the Embassy Suites, and it's wonderful. It's a fantastic show. They have classes you can join, which I don't think are posted yet. So if you go to the website, you may not see classes yet. Keep watching because they will be posted. They have all kinds of fun things. They have a stitching room, lots of fun things to do at Galleria. So punch needle, let's go back to that. Vonna Pfeiffer's doing a free online YouTube tutorial this Friday, the 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now again, she did it before in March, so this is not her first instruction video. She did one back in May, not March. So go back on Vonna Pfeiffer's tutorial, take a look at the punch needle class. She goes over all the it's all free. It's wonderful that she does this. So I went ahead and took a look. I went and thought maybe I need to brush up on my skills a little bit and learn from a different teacher. Maybe she's got things she likes better than my teacher. I had a fantastic teacher at Galleria. Her name is Rose. I'm going to talk about her in a few minutes. So if you're interested in learning some basic punch needle, go to Vonna Pfeiffer's tutorials, and you can also watch this Friday the 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern time for her new group of punch needle tutorials. She's doing a Little House Needleworks Bee Garden. It's a kit. I got mine from Anne at the Shepherd's Needle. It came with the weaver's cloth. It came with the colors, the threads, and you buy your needle separate, your punch needle separate. So if you're interested in this, take a look at her video. It is a live video, but as you guys know with YouTube, even though you miss it, if you don't have time to watch it Friday, it'll be there on Vonna's list of videos. You can take a look at it later. So I'll be joining it Friday, 4 o'clock my time. Yeah, that's Pacific. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start doing it again. I did have a question from a viewer asking, can you kind of point me in the right direction to a beginning punch needle, something very, very basic? And I can. I wanted to start with something very easy, not difficult, and I wanted to finish it. If you get one that's too advanced, you're going to be like, you know what, you might lose interest. It's too big. It's too confusing. This was so basic of a finish. You can't get any more basic than this. 2 colors, and it is this is the teacher I was telling you about at Galleria. Her name is Rose. She has a wonderful shop. It is Heart Creek Farm Creations, and it's all punch needle. So, okay, I went over Vonna's class basics. If you wanted to get something basic, you could contact Rose at heartcreekfarmcreations.com. This is where I got my peppermint candy. Again, 2 colors, very basic, great to practice. And you can finish it into something really pretty. This happens to be the top of a candle from Bath & Body Works. Is it Bath & Body? Yeah, Bath & Body Works. I saved my candle top. Usually you just throw them away. Well, I saved it and my finisher was able to finish it into something just really, really pretty. So it's a great decoration. It's fun and easy to start with. So that was a question I had from a viewer. Also, Anne from the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock, Arkansas. You'll hear Vonna talk about her a lot. Anne is wonderful. She's the owner of the shop. She has a great punch needle selection. She can also guide you into something like this. If this isn't your style, either Rose at Heart Creek Farm Creations or Anne can find something for you that's more your style and something basic. Let's talk about a free chart, a couple free charts. Remember I mentioned Pinker and Punkin Quilting, Melissa? She gave us that adorable Saltbox Santa, what was it called? Saltbox, Christmas Eve Saltbox in my last video. This video, she has another one. It is so cute. Take a look at this. It's called Edna Viola's Saltbox. Now I'm going to post her link below. She has a blog. It is Pinker N, just the letter N, Punkin Quilting.blogspot.com. You can also follow Melissa on Instagram, same name, and the free chart is located on her blog. Now I had a lot of problems printing it, and I realized you have to log into Google in order to get the thing to come up, I had to click download, and I had to finally find my little area on my computer where download is. It was not easy for me to print it. So, but I want to tell you about it. Just don't ask me how to print it. I'm the worst. Let's talk about another free chart. Twin Peak Primitives offered this adorable Witch and Kitty free chart. Isn't he cute? You can find this on their website. They have a great website, you guys. Go check it out, twinpeakprimitives.com. It's under freebies. I'm going to show you a new release from them as well. That's an Expo release. It's so cute. Last but not least, I want to tell you about a friend of mine, a group. She's a group member in my group, Stitching 911 on Facebook. She's a part of Garon Stitchery, and she's a big part of Linen and Threads. Rhonda passed away this last week, I believe it was, or a week ago, just shortly after I did my last video. In fact, when I was filming my last video, the messages started coming in. I can see them on my phone asking me if I had heard about Rhonda passing. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, she's a huge part of the cross stitch community. She loved Linen and Thread. She loved Garon Stitchery, and she loved my group as well. She was part of my Zooms, and I hope you enjoy seeing the pictures, but I wanted to mention Rhonda because she was somebody very special. And she's going to be missed by all of these groups, and by me especially. I had just talked to her the day before she passed away, and it made me really sad to hear that she passed. So she was a Zoom. If you ever participate in my Zooms on Stitching 911, you're more than welcome to come in. You would have met Rhonda and got to know her. She's wonderful. She always had her little kitty cat sitting behind her named Moki. So anyway, I'm real sorry to hear about Rhonda. Questions. I have been so bad about answering questions on my videos, but I have been a little late, but I have responded to questions in comments below my video. So let's just talk about a few basic ones. We already talked about basic punch needle and where to get the kits. 2 shops, I mentioned those earlier. Barbara asked, where do you go for the schoolgirl clubs that I've mentioned before? If you're into samplers, you like samplers, check out 2 different schoolgirl clubs, which unfortunately I think are both full. The one I think Barbara was asking about is through Country Sampler in Wisconsin, Spring Green, Wisconsin. The club, I think it's called Schoolgirl Club. They have a wonderful club where you get exclusives made for that club by designers. And I believe they also have other clubs to look for too. Their website is S like Sam, G like George, sgcountrysampler.com. It's on the left-hand side. Look under Schoolgirl Clubs. Pull it up. You'll see Stacy Nash Club, Blackbird Club, and the Schoolgirl Club. And the Schoolgirl Club was the one that I used to be in. I'm not in it right now because I've got to catch up a little bit on some of the stuff that they've sent me. The second club, Crewel Goblin. They are a shop in Australia. Now, I am a part of that one. And I forgot to write down the names of the designers. I know Fox and the Rabbit is one, and there's another one. Well, there's several designers that make exclusive charts for the Schoolgirl Club. I know that Country Sampler in Wisconsin has Scarlet House, Samplers Not Forgotten, Needlework Press, and Samplers Remembered. The one in Australia, Crewel, like C-R-E-W-E-L, Crewel, did I spell it right? Goblin. They have a club, they ship to the US. They are also full. If you go to their website, it says product not available because I just checked. But you can send them a message, see if they have a wait list. They also have a Schoolgirl Sewing Club is what theirs is called. And like I said, I know Fox and the Rabbit's one, but I don't know the other designers. Mackenzie asked, can I show how to best prepare threads for stitching? Now I still have to get the fabric. We've been so busy. Where is July gone? I don't know where July. I'm glad July is gone because one more month of heat is gone. Thank God. Anyway, I am going to do a video on threads, just about threads, how to prepare threads, how I prepare mine, how others prepare theirs, whatever works for you. I am going to do a video just on threads, and we'll talk all about that. We'll talk about silks. We'll talk about overdyes, DMC, anchor, silk, sulky, you name it. We're going to talk about it. So stand by for that video. Sandy asked, she bought a chart called There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, And she asked if I want to do a stitch along. I am always open for a stitch along. I am addicted to stitch alongs. I cannot for the life of me picture that chart. So Sandy, if you want to email me, show me a picture of what chart you're talking about. I know it's in the last video probably, and I just can't think what it is. I'm thinking of one, I know it's not it. So let me know. And she also asked if I did Jolly July. Jolly July is a Christmas themed month of July where you stitch all Christmas, some new starts maybe. I did not participate in Jolly July this year. I just had too much going on, so I did not. Gail said, great strawberry. If you guys remember, I showed my fantastic strawberry from last month, or from last video. She said, wouldn't it be a good idea to do some with Halloween fabric? Oh, Gail, you are thinking right up my alley. That is my thinking. I love that idea. And yes, I will be doing some more strawberries with fabric. Again, I mentioned that I wanted to practice doing a strawberry with just fabric and not my cross stitch yet, so I get more practice. So yes, I will be doing Halloween fabric strawberries for sure. And then somebody asked, what's with a strawberry? Like, why? What you can do is you can display them. Like I have mine sitting next to my little German Shepherd right here. It sits in his lap. It's just for display. People do a lot better of a job. I have a tray that my friend Becca, I can't get it right now because it's kind of buried. It's not buried, it's up there, but there's things next to it and I don't have something to hold the other things. I don't want to break it. But it's a tray and you can have a really pretty display of different strawberries or little mini pillows. You can display for the holidays, do Christmas, do Halloween. Someone asked, can you use it as a pin cushion? You can, especially if you use it, if you fill it with like polyfill or that's a better idea. Mine is filled with lizard litter. And if you're not sure what lizard litter is, you find it in the pet store. It is crushed walnut shells and it makes for a nice hard strawberry. So I fill mine with lizard litter. Now at the tip, I put a little bit of fiber fill in it, like quilting, you know, that lofty stuff. I put some in the tip and then you fill it you fill it up with lizard litter about that much. The rest of it's filled with the batting or polyfill, whatever it is that you put like in the middle of a quilt. I just pull it apart and I think it's called lofting, and then you fill up your strawberry so then the sand doesn't fall out. Now let me show you what this looks like. There's a hole in it, so I have to be careful. The one I bought is by Zilla, Desert Blend Ground English Walnut Shells. This is what it looks like. So it looks like sand, but they are crushed walnut shells. Great for pillows, great for strawberries, drums, whatever you want to fill it with. It gives a nice solid fill. So again, it's by Zilla. I got it on Amazon. Big, huge bag for cheap. I can feel sand falling on my leg. I gotta patch that hole. Okay, so that's what you can use strawberries for. It's display. You could use it. I wouldn't use a pin cushion, I don't think, because I don't want a bunch of holes and then have my litter start falling out of it. But if I filled it all with just polyfill, then I would use it for a pin cushion. Let's see what else. Lots and lots of questions about my cables that I show on my Instagram. And I've shown it, I don't have one here with me to show, but magnetic cable holders on my projects. Let me show you a couple pictures from my Instagram so you know what I'm talking about. See the magnets? What it does is you put the magnet, and there's two magnets, and there's like a little leash in between, and you put it around your fabric to hold your fabric back while you're stitching. I love them. Now I have bought some off Amazon that were absolute crap. I didn't like them. The kind I love, I'll show you right here. It is by Fironst, F-I-R-O-N-S-T, Cord Keeper. There's 7 in the pack, so you get 7 silicone magnetic cable ties. So I will put the link for that below. Mine have stars at the very end of them. And like I said, you just put it front and back and it holds your fabric really nice if you have a lot of fabric. But I've gotten lots and lots of questions about that. Anna asked, what is the purple fabric? This is one of my finishes that I'm going to show in a few minutes. well, I'll show you now. Anna asked, the purple fabric for trick or treat, what did you use? Now I mentioned I hated this fabric. Lots and lots of people love this fabric. Weeks Dye Works. They have old Weeks and they have Zweigart base. Zweigart base is much sturdier, keeps your stitches pretty nice. My stitches in this finish, I think, are so awful. They're not even, I'm just not happy with it. But this is a finish for today. This color is called Peoria by Weeks Dye Works. And again, it is the old Weeks Dye Works. So it's very loose, very, very, very loose. I don't plan on using this again. So I have bought a different fabric that I'm going to use. It's by Picture This Plus, Whimsy. Make sure that you put an E in it, Whimsy, S-E-Y. And I'm going to use this instead next time because it's much sturdier. It's a Zweigart base. Someone asked, how do you know if it's Zweigart? Here it is, the orange line on your selvage. That is Zweigart based. Sturdier, much easier to stitch on. And again, lots of people like the loose, very, very, very loose fabric. They prefer to stitch on it. I just don't. So this was just not I just like on the bat. Look at the gray. To me, the stitches don't look very even. They're kind of sloppy. So I finished it. I'm glad I did, but I'm not going to use that again. Instead, I'm going to give Whimsy a try. And I think that's just beautiful. It's going to look great for Halloween. Okay, and Whimsy's by Picture This Plus, if I didn't mention that before. Janet asked, are you going to participate in spooky summer stitching? Hashtag ChrisXStitch. I've mentioned him before. I'll show his picture here. He has a fun Halloween stitch along going on where you can stitch anything of Halloween. The hashtag on Instagram is spooky summer stitching. Now I'm so dumb. This is Halloween. Why didn't I put the hashtag on this? Actually, I am. I'm going to go back today and put spooky summer stitching because I stitched spooky in summer. So thanks, Janet, for the reminder. I appreciate that. I have another finish that I'll show in a few minutes, and it's also Halloween. I'm going to have to change the hashtag on that too. Where did I get the Halloween fabric that I showed? In my last video, I forgot to bring it. I showed regular fabric that you can use on the back of a cross stitch. Say you have you want to make it into a pillow, you want some fabric for the back. Somebody asked, where did you get the Halloween fabric that I showed? Either Fat Quarter Shop, but I'm pretty sure I got it from Fort Worth Fabric Studio in Texas. So just pull them up. I'll list the link below. Fort Worth Fabric Studio. They're wonderful. They have beautiful, beautiful fabric. And so does Fat Quarter Shop. Giveaway winners. We had some giveaway winners for 2 Halloween 2021. I got 2 of them, and it is the 2021 Special Collector's Issue. We have 2 winners. Your keyword was Halloween. We had lots of entries. First winner, Caro Burden, and I'll show your picture here. Thank you for entering. I'm more than happy to send it to you. Send me an email, stacer5@aol.com. STACER number 5 at AOL.com, and I'll mail it to you. Congratulations. The next winner, she's special because she's been watching my videos. I swear I think it's been since day 1, and I'm so happy to send her a winning giveaway. Teresa Morgan. Congratulations, Teresa, and thank you for sticking with me since the beginning. I appreciate it. So congratulations to both winners. I will get this out to you as soon as I hear from you. Next, let's talk about finishes. So this was my July cross stitch camp Facebook stitch along that I was a part of, and I finished it. Not happy with it at all. It's sloppy. Yeah. So I talked about the fabric already. I used Anchor thread 403 is black. I'm not doing it again on this fabric. But I finished. Yay. My next finish, oh, and that pattern comes from Sue Hillis, Dark Shadows. I will be doing, which one was I going to do next? I think Hocus Pocus. And again, I'm going to use it on this fabric because I think that orange is going to come out really pretty. I like that. Sue Hillis Designs. let's talk about my other finish that I had out of, so I'm stitching along over the weekend and all of a sudden I yelled, squirrel! And I thought, okay, I'm dying to do another stocking. Now I have a finished stocking that I'm going to show next video that I got back from my finisher. It's beautiful, out of this magazine. Actually, it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah. I'm going to show it next week, and I also have a Christmas one to show you. So I thought, I need a small. I can't just be working on these massive projects. I like having something small. So I'm like, oh my God, where's my book? So I grabbed my book, flipped through it, and thought, yep, I need a small stocking. So I did this one, but I wanted some unusual fabric. So I decided 28 count Mire, M-I-R-E by Picture This Plus. Isn't that cute? And that fabric is beautiful. I wanted a spookier type of stocking. Instead of your traditional tan background, I wanted spooky. So that's Mire. Picture This Plus, I got it off 123 Stitch, 28 count. So that's my next finish. And I have lots more fabric to do more. So I thought that came out really cute. It only took me a day and a half, if that. But this is the magazine it came out of. Blackberry Designs 'Tis Halloween. They have lots and lots of really cute stockings. Let's talk about two finishes. So my finisher sent me my box. I was so excited to receive it. I can't wait to show you, but again, I'm saving some finishes for next time. Let's talk about two of them. This was a free chart. Why am I thinking it was by the Primitive Stitcher? I got it off Kitten Stitcher. When you place an order with Kitten Stitcher, sometimes, not every time, you get a free chart. And it's just a printout, like a piece of paper. Free chart from the Primitive Stitcher, was that the name? Sorry, I'll have to link it below what it is. But anyway, is she the cutest thing ever? So here I did. I just sent a finisher, my little cross stitch. She turned it into a really pretty, this is why you need the fabric. If you're going to make it into something really pretty, you need just regular fabric for backing. So she made this. I just used a random threads that I had in my stash, probably picked out of here maybe, or some DMCs, but I'll show her up close. I think she's beautiful. I love her creepy green skin and her little shoes. Look at those little shoes. Anyway, she's adorable. I can't wait to display her for Halloween. I think it came out really, really cute. That's finished number one that I got. The next one I'm going to show, do you guys remember the chart I gave as a giveaway last week, or 2 weeks ago, the White Witch from the Primitive Hair? So I had her done. She's very long. So I thought, oh, I don't know what to tell her to make. I said, you know what? You make her into something that you want to make her. You know, just, I don't care. I don't want to frame her, but I want her to be turned into something really pretty. And she did. She made it into a stand-up. So it can stand up on any table. It stands up in my hand. It's heavy at the base, nice and sturdy. How about that for a finish? Isn't she fantastic? I was so, so excited. Here's the back. Oh, love, 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 love. She's beautiful. Look at those shoes. The dress took me forever. And my Zoom buddies were there for me through all the times that I stitched on her dress. I'm going to show it up close. Look at the ribbons. She's got cobwebs for ribbons. She has a little, I think it's a bat. I don't have my glass. Yep, it's a bat. It's a charm right in the middle. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. So look at that. What a great idea for finishing ribbon. And then I'll show her up close. The detail. This plant up here was really hard to do. I don't know why I had trouble doing this, but I think it came out really pretty. I think because I was back stitching and there's only one little stitch here and there to attach it to. So anyway, there's another bat, the light pole, the spider. There's her. And then this, of course, is another pole going down. And I just love her. I think she came out adorable. But I love that she can just, next week, I don't care that it's not Halloween, I'm going to sit her out next week back here on my table so you guys can all see how big she really is. I mean, look at her. She's bigger than my head. She's perfect. I just love it. And she's cushiony, like a pillow. So I couldn't wait to show that to you guys. Okay, I found another finish. This is a small part finish, I should say, of a really big quilt. Now I'm just barely getting back into quilting. I used to quilt. I took classes a long time ago. So I'm happy to show you my finish that I worked on. It took me all day to do. Remember I told you in last couple videos back that I joined a block of the month club. Now what I thought it was one block a month that they send you, so you get 12 blocks and you make a beautiful quilt out of it. Well, it's not 1 block a month, it's 3 blocks a month. At least for this quilt it is. I went big. I figured go big or go home. So I decided I love this. I'll show it up close. It's called Message in a Bottle. And I decided to tackle this block of the month club. So the first month came a couple weeks ago, and it is block 1, block 2, block 3, these squares down here. So those are the 3 that I'm supposed to get done for this month. And so far I've only finished 1. And of course I choose one of the hardest blocks to start with, pinwheels. I am not kidding you. I watched 7 different YouTube videos on how to do pinwheels, and I got it right. I got it right. I am so excited. I could not have done this without the help of my friend. We met for breakfast, and I was so excited to see her. We've been talking for a while on Messenger, and we've talked on Zoom, but it was the first time we met in person. It was so fun. So anyway, she helped me with all 3 blocks, not doing it, because obviously I'm not going to take my sewing machine to a restaurant, but how to actually do it. I had a lot of questions, different terms. I wasn't sure what some of the terms meant, so she explained it for me, and I was able to do it. So I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled that I got the pinwheels to match in the center, and I did my first block. Block of the month number 1 is done. I'm so excited. So next I'll do applique, which I love, and that's this one right here. And then I'll do the square block. That should be a little easier for me because I can line those up a little easier than the pinwheels. So I wanted to show that is a finish. Let's talk about things I've been working on. Whips, work in progress. I have been working on Sunflower Farms by Cor y Batacore, and this is it here. I think I showed it last week, but I've now started on the house. It is, look up close at the checkerboard on the bottom and the top. The checkerboard is adorable. Here's the name of the company, Cor y Batacore. Adorable colors, beautiful. So I am doing it on 28 count wheat Lugana. Here are the colors, my messy DMCs, but at least it'll give you an idea of the colors on this fabric. It's perfect. Here is my progress. Little wrinkly because I didn't iron it, but that's my progress so far. Look at the house. That is so cute. I really can't put this down right now because I'm enjoying it so much. I am using DMC. So here's the pretty DMC colors. And you can see how well everything shows up on this fabric. There we go. Pretty, pretty colors. And I will keep working on this. I'm enjoying it so much. And of course I have my matching bag from DotDotGooseDesigns. Oh, I've got stuff in it so you can't really see all the pretty sunflowers. DotDotGooseDesigns. She's on Etsy. Next, I worked a little bit. I even debated whether to show you, but everybody loves seeing Watermelon Tourmaline by Carolyn Manning. It's gorgeous. The colors are so pretty, and I love that it reminds me of our Dubai trip when we went to Dubai 2 years ago. The watermelon there was so good. It was the best, sweetest, juiciest watermelon I've ever had. And they had watermelon juice, which was just fantastic. So it reminds me of our trip. And again, I'll show you the colors. DMC colors. I mean, you just don't get you don't get prettier than that. Look at that. So beautiful, those vibrant colors. This is 32 count Dusty Road. It is full coverage, so it doesn't matter what fabric you pick to do it on, you're not going to see it. So that's my progress here. And again, the colors are just so pretty against this fabric. I mean, all together, I should say, because again, with full coverage, every single square is stitched, so you don't see the background at all. You're not gonna, unless you frame it maybe above it a little bit, you'll see it, but it's so pretty. Anyway, that's another one I'd really like to keep working on. And the last one I worked on was Mary Griffith. That's a stitch along I'm doing with several other people in honor of a birthday, special birthday. I mentioned it on my last video. We all started GGR Mary Griffith 1873. Now this chart is very unusual. I am working on this plant here, and it is like no other plant I've ever stitched. These colors are beautiful, and like I said, the plant isn't the prettiest plant I've ever seen, but the chart itself is really pretty. I love the colors. I like how vibrant they are. But look at that plant. Wow. Pretty. But it is going to be just gorgeous altogether. All these reds, it's just so unique. It's a Welsh sampler. This is all in Welsh. And it's just beautiful. It's going to be really, I wanted something different. I wanted something unusual, and I am definitely going to get it. So I need to start working a little bit more on that. It was Ellen's birthday, Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour's birthday. So we all started this at the same time on the day of her birthday. And her progress so far is incredible. If she's not already almost done, I wouldn't be surprised. She's a very fast stitcher. She does beautiful work. Okay, the last thing I wanted to mention is my crochet blanket that I mentioned a couple of videos back. I got the kit. The pattern is free on Attic 24. It's a blog. I'll try and remember, I'll write it down to link it below. She has very easy to follow instructions for crochet. You just got to remember it's a British chart. Now, if they say to do a treble crochet, you want to do a double. If you're here in the US like me, it's actually a double crochet. Anyway, so this blanket is beautiful. It is just the prettiest thing. I'm happy with. It's so easy. It's a great, great blanket. These are colors I would never have bought in the store. I would never have gone to our local shop and purchased this color here, or this lime green, or I don't know, some of the other colors. Maybe that rose isn't really my favorite. But when you see it together, oh my gosh, I've seen so many other people now, because of Attic 24 blankets, starting their own blankets in some different colors of their own. And they're just, I'm seeing things differently, I think. Colors that I normally would not have picked are now pretty to me, especially this green. Together with all of these colors, I think it's so pretty. So on my Instagram, a couple weeks ago, I had posted, oh, I'm almost done. Here's progress on my blanket. I'm almost done. And all of a sudden, I picked the blanket up and I'm looking at it like this, you know, I'm looking at the length. Now, the funny thing is my friend Gina, who I just mentioned earlier that I met in person, she had said, on the blog, it says you can get either one kit, you get your kit from Wool Warehouse in the United Kingdom. They are a fantastic yarn company, a craft company. They send kits to you. You don't have to go shopping for all these colors. They pick it out for you. And they send you this is what's called for. And they send you the whole kit in this big, huge, do I have it here? This big, huge bag. Great shipping costs, you name it. So I'm on my third page and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost done. This is so great. I am almost done with this blanket. Now I'm pretty organized. When I start a project, I'm usually pretty organized with papers. You know, I get all my patterns together, any notes together, any instructions, I get it all together. I stay organized. And I'm now down to page 3 and I'm like, yes, I'm almost done. So on my Instagram, I posted, almost done with this blanket. Woohoo, I can't wait. I see the finish. The finish is near. Well, I lifted the blanket up. So anyway, they offer one kit or two kits. If you want one kit, you get a really nice size blanket. Gina told me just get the one kit. It makes because she finished it already. It makes a great size. 2 kits, if you want to buy 2, it makes more of a larger bed size, like maybe a king size, you know, to put on a bed, or, you know, a queen size bed. So the 2 would make a massive blanket. So she said, just get the one, it makes a good size. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, it's kind of stubby. It's a little short. And I'm thinking, well, you know, since I'm almost done, this size is, I guess it could be a little longer. Maybe next time I'll get the 2 kits, because maybe she likes her blankets a little shorter. Well, my stubby blanket, I'll tell you what, I looked in my bag and I saw some papers and I'm like, what are these papers? Oh my gosh, it's 3 more pages of chart. I'm not done with this. I'm not even halfway done with this thing. I have 3 more pages that somehow got separated. And I'm like, you dumbass, you still have 3 pages to go. You're not done. So if you happen to look on my Instagram and you see the post where it says, oh, my blanket's almost done, don't pay any attention to that Instagram post, because Stacy lies. That's just all I want to tell you right there. Oh my God, 3 more pages. So that blanket's been in timeout. I got irritated with it because of my disorganization. My poor blanket gets penalized. So it's been in my closet, but it's out and I'll work on it again. Okay, punch needle. I have the kit that I showed you a couple minutes ago that I'm going to be starting from Little House Needleworks. I thought I would pull out my 2 in progress punch needles. The first one is from Heart Creek Farm Creations that I mentioned before. Just a quick look at some fun punch needle. This is what he's going to look like. And this is how he's coming out so far. So he's fun. It's just a lot of fun, and I'm happy to have this back out again. I'm excited to start back doing punch needle again, and it's going to be, this is fun. So I wanted to show you that as a whip that I'm working on. The last one is called Blue Santa. He is gorgeous. He is by Michelle Palmer. She has an Etsy shop, and somehow, oh, here it is. This is what he's going to look like. Isn't he gorgeous? That is one of the most gorgeous punch needles I've ever seen. So Michelle Palmer, she's on Etsy. This is called Blue Christmas Santa, and it's just adorable. I think it's so pretty. So I have only barely started it. This is not good progress at all. Just a bare beginning, but I think his faces came out pretty good. And I now need to really get with it and start working on the rest of it. So that's my punch needle projects that I have going. Let's talk about a few stash items that I bought. I bought Erica Michael's Sweet Freedom Berry. Because I'm now into berries, I guess I'm now the expert berry maker. I decided I needed more berries. Anyway, I thought that was really pretty. I am not into patriotic stitching. Like I said, I've done several US flags. I mean, I just don't want to keep doing the same flag. I like doing international flags. But anyway, I just love this. I think this is really cute. Erica Michael Sweet Freedom Berry. I did buy that. I went online on Etsy. There is a shop called Calico Confectionery. I got Ebenezer. I am a huge fan of A Christmas Story. I have read the book. I have stitched the Christmas Story. I watched the movie year round. It doesn't have to be Christmas time. My favorite is with George C. Scott, and I love that movie so much. I just watched it this past weekend when my husband was gone. He went to Palm Springs. So anyway, I thought he was really cute. Again, Calico Confectionery on Etsy. Another one that I got was the same shop called Bah Humbug. Now I need to pick a project for August. Cross Stitch Camp, if you're a part of Cross Stitch Camp, it is Colorado Cross Stitcher on YouTube. She has something called Cross Stitch Camp. It was June, July, August. You pick a project with a theme. She gives you the theme. The project this month for August is stitched, and it has to be stitched in that month. You have to finish it which I did. I finished my trick or treat, the one I told you I wasn't happy with. So I need to pick a chart for August. The theme is stitch on something, whether fabric or threads, you have not used before. So I'm thinking about either doing this one and pick a fabric I haven't worked on before, or do one by Willow Hill Samplers, I think it's called. Willow Hill Samplings, called Remember Me. And because I mentioned Rhonda in this video, I am doing it for her because I want to remember her. I want to stitch something where I can remember her, and I showed a picture of it here. I think it's called I think it's by Willow Hill Samplings on Etsy, or heck, I'll put it in the notes below. I can't remember. But anyway, this is the chart I'm debating about for August, either Bah Humbug or Remember Me, because Rhonda was someone special and I'd like to stitch something for her, or well, because of her. Rhonda also sent me, I think they're hanging here if I'm not mistaken. They're up there somewhere. She sent me Silks for You. I'd never tried Silks for You before, so I thought about doing the Bah Humbug with the floss that she used. If I have enough of it, I will do Remember Me in the floss, in the threads that she sent me. I think that would be really something special to do in memory of her. I got a whole bunch of Blackbird design charts, and I'm trying to think, do I want to show them now? Oh, I got some fabric. I finally got my hands on some murky 28 count fabric. Picture this plus. Now, I don't usually stitch on 28 count, but I decided to go ahead and use 28 for some Halloween decorations, some spooky decorations. I think that's going to be perfect. This is murky by Picture This Plus. And I also got my Color and Cotton month fabric and threads of the month, 32 count I get. That's the color. These are the flosses. I get it every month. Color and Cotton direct from them. It's fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. They're so wonderful. Here's one that was sent in by a viewer that I think is so beautiful. It's got some beads in it. It is Shannon Christine White Swirl Pumpkin. And she sent me this. Thank you so much. I didn't want to say her name because I didn't ask if it was okay, but you know who you are. You sent it to me. It's beautiful. I can't wait to stitch this. I think it's so pretty. But it does call for dinky dye silks and beads. So anyway, I think it's beautiful. So thank you, thank you. I got Roses for Ruby, the Scarlet House. I've been seeing this a lot. I think it's just gorgeous. How beautiful. So I ended up getting that. I will show all my Blackbirds that I got in the next video, I think. But I did get the police station. How could I not? I grew up my whole life. From the age of 1 year old, I grew up in a police station. And here he is, Mill Hill Kit Police Station. That's so neat. Very, very cute. Let's show a couple more things that I got. I finally got, me and my friend Jenny are planning a stitch along, just the two of us, or if anybody else wants to join. The Gold Collection Dimensions. Now, I've never done a Dimensions kit. I'm a little intimidated by it. When I finish a couple of my bigger ones, like maybe that sunflower one, or maybe another, the Stacy Nash I've been working on, Stables at Hollyberry Farm, I'd like to start this, not right now, but soon. The Finery of Nature. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I am really attracted to black fabric and designs on black fabric. So I think it's been a while since I've done one on black. In fact, the last one I did on black, I think it was called Let's Go Trick or Treating maybe. And it was by Bobby G Designs, I think. And I'll show it here. That's the last one that I did on black. It was challenging. It was fun. And I enjoyed it. So anyway, The Finery of Nature by Dimensions Gold Kit. I think that's just really, really, I'll show it up close so you get some idea. Sorry for the glare, but it's packaged as a kit and you get the fabric and everything with it. So how beautiful. Okay, yeah, the Blackbirds I'll show next week. I did get a package of XStitch Halloween 2020 from kitandstitcher.com. Friday the 13th collection by XStitch. Now I have not taken these out yet. It is a collection of XStitch Halloween colors. They come on a strip like this. I haven't taken them out. They were just all kind of thrown in there. So those were pretty. And this is the other strip. Ooh, getting worse. This is the other one. Those are really pretty too. So that, I don't know if she still has them available, but this is what the pack looked like. Halloween 2020 by XStitch. Okay, that is it for stash. Okay, let's talk about some giveaways for this video. Now I received, I won, I think I showed you in the last, oh gosh, it was probably 3 videos back, I won a mass amount of charts from Emily C. She had a charity event and I won a bunch of Fox and the Rabbit and Blackberry Rabbit charts. These two I'm not going to stitch. You make them into something. So if you guys are, anybody's interested in, it is the Blackberry Rabbit, My Country Home. And there's so many big projects that I want to stitch that I just don't think that I will get to it. And if you think you're interested in this cute design, it looks like it's several sides. I didn't want to open it because this could be somebody's chart, but I wanted to see. It looks like there is several designs in it and you put the design on each side. I see alphabet. I see basket. My country basket. So like I said, I don't want to rummage through someone's chart, but that's what the outside looks like. So if you're interested, just put the word home in comments. Now giveaways, you guys know you have to be 18. You can't say the actual word giveaway or free in comments. Just write a comment down below under YouTube comments and put you're interested in home or somehow put the word home. The next one, the Blackberry Rabbit Garden Box. This is another one that is so pretty and I just don't think, look at the top of that. That's really beautiful. I just don't think I'm gonna ever have time to stitch it. And I want it to go to a good home. I want it to go to someone who really would enjoy stitching it and putting it together, or even just stitching it on its own and making it into an ornament or something. So if you're interested, you think you're gonna stitch it, please don't put in for it if you're gonna sell it. That's not fair to other viewers who might stitch it. So this is the Blackberry Rabbit Garden Box. If you're interested in that, put the word box. So now you gotta use the word home and box. Giveaway number 3 is Quaker Handwork by Brenda Gervais. I have a duplicate. So I believe someone sent this to me and I thank you. And it turns out I did have it already. So this is a giveaway for you guys. If you're interested in this, you will put the word Quaker. Okay, let's talk about new releases. I want to show some before we end the video. New release charts, Needlework Expo. Again, that's at the end of August. You're not going to see these charts till the end of August. If they're shareable, I'll show you, and some of them are. Twin Peak Primitives. This is an Expo release. It will be released at the end of the month of August. It's called Richest Season of the Soul. Isn't that beautiful? And I know they have more coming, so stay tuned. Next, this is a different one. I had just discovered her Etsy shop. She put up a new design called Botanical Birds and Butterflies. Her Etsy shop is Vivsters. V-I-V, like Victor, S-T-E-R-S. If I remember, I'll try and post a picture of it here. So that's pretty. Botanical Birds and Butterflies. Next, this is one I think was at Needlework Galleria. I thought I went into their shop. I'm almost positive I did. Puntini, Buttons, Pins, and More. This is called Sweet Holidays. And you get the peppermint candy that you see in the picture. That always comes with the chart. So you get the chart and you get a little thing to go with it to put on your chart like that, the peppermint candy. That is also an Expo release, so that'll be the end of August. Here's one on Etsy. This is available now. Jane Leach, 1826. The Etsy shop is called Thy Needles Work, W-O-R-K-E. If I remember, I'll try and show the Etsy store name also. Stitching with the Housewives. They had 2 of them, and I only wrote down the name of one of them. This is Halloween. You know, they have an Etsy shop, Stitching with the Housewives. And then the other one that I didn't write the name down, I'll post it here as well. Next, we have Satsuma Street, called Heatwave. Now, I can't remember if they have an Etsy shop or a website. I'm thinking they're on Etsy. Satsuma Street. That's cute. I mentioned in previous videos the Etsy shop, Little Stitcher Shop. This was Telling the Bees. She has got the cutest things. You guys got to go check her out. Little Stitcher Shop on Etsy. When you search, put it all together. Don't leave any spaces. Here's one, Cliffside Stitches on Etsy, Tunisian Sampler. Now check it out. You can do it with light fabric, and here's a picture of it with dark fabric as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Cliff, like a cliff, side stitches, all together one word. She has one called the Syrian Sampler that she just finished. It's gorgeous. I should have asked her if I could show her a picture of her finish. I think I will for next time, but it's called the Syrian Sampler. It's just gorgeous. I want to buy that one. Mill on the Floss Samplers. Here's one that I'm ordering. Friends Are the Flowers. Isn't the red on that just beautiful? Last but not least, we have Summer House Stitch Works. Tales from the Sea number 7 and Tales from the Sea number 8. Okay, you guys, that's it for today. So don't forget, if you're interested in the 2 giveaways, you're going to put in comments below the word. Don't say the word giveaway. Don't say the word free. If you're interested in this one, put the word box. Somehow in your comment, just put box. This one, if you're interested in this brand new chart, put the word home. And last but not least, Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread, Quaker Handwork. You're going to put the word Quaker. And that's it. Follow me on Instagram. I am 911 Stitcher, all spelled out in letters. My Facebook group is Stitching space number 911. We are always talk about cross stitch, quilting, finish. Anytime you finish a quilt, knitting, crochet, whatever you finish, something like that, we love to see it. We love seeing finishes, but it's primarily a cross stitching group. But like I said, you're more welcome to join and share your progress, share your finishes with us. We have Zoom meetups. We stitch together. We talk. We chat. It's fun. Friendships have developed. It's just really a great time. We have giveaways in my group. We have challenges, stitching challenges where you can win a prize. Sometimes we have prizes with those, sometimes not. So I have some giveaways coming up. It's some really great giveaways I got from the Fat Quarter Shop. So we are more than welcome to join the group. And that's it. Thanks so much, everybody, and I will see you next time. My fabric video is coming, I promise. I have giveaway winners for that video as well, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.